Hello. Today's video I'm going to be talking about how I've been recovering from bulimia. Well, first of all, it's so easy to move from bulimia to anorexia because you can, if you are doing well enough, you can stop the cycle of gorging yourself and throwing up. And once you're trying to stop that cycle, it can just become a little easier to go from that to not eating what you need to be eating and how much you need to be eating. So that's been, a bit of a struggle to make sure I'm not going back to starving myself instead of throwing up what I'm eating. But what's been helping me is every morning I wake up hungry. So I make a big breakfast and I keep it all down, and I have snacks throughout the day if I'm feeling a tiny bit hungry. I drink lots of water. I have dinner, and if you're not eating enough throughout the day, it's gonna be harder to give up those urges to just eat everything and then throw it up or use laxatives to get it all out. I also just got this book called Eating in the Light of the Moon: How Women Can Transform Their Relationships with Food Through Myths, Metaphors, and Storytelling by Anita Johnston. This is it. I don't know if that focused at all, but that's what it looks like. Unfortunately, it is a book made for women, but I'm sure that there are books out there or blogs or any kind of help out there for guys who also deal with this, because for the most part, statistically, women have eating disorders more than men, but that's not at all me saying that men don't deal with this. I have talked to several men that have come forward and spoken to me about their struggles with food as well. So again, I'm sure that you can find something out there. Even YouTube videos have helped, and I've watched a few videos involving men who are bulimic. So there are men out there who are open enough to talk about their eating disorder and show what it's been like. And I think that's a really good way to, first of all, give light on the fact that this isn't only a girl's thing, but it also helps you make yourself not feel so alone in this, because this is a very, very, very lonely disease. And no one asks for this. Mental illness is not a choice, and eating disorders are not a choice. It's something that you do have the power over, and it will be incredibly hard to recover. But I read this quote that is along the lines of, "My worst days in recovery are better than my worst days with my eating disorder." And that quote speaks volumes to me, and that has actually been pushing me forward to continue this journey in recovery and stop the cycle of bulimia. As for not switching over to anorexia after bulimia, I don't weigh myself, because that is just not good for my mental health. At least I don't want to know the number on the scale, because no matter what it is, it will upset me, because I still deal with body dysmorphia and body checking, but I've been doing it less and less, and I just know that looking at the scale will not make me feel any better. Even though I know that I am not fat, I am aware of it, my mind can quickly push myself to believe that I am, if that makes any sense. But yeah, not letting myself be hungry is the number one thing. If I'm starting to feel a little hungry, I'll have a snack. If I know it's breakfast, lunch, dinner time, I will eat. And if I feel those bulimic urges, I turn to my gratitude list. Every day I try to write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, and then follow it up with a quote about eating disorder recovery, or a quote about, just gratefulness in general. And I highly suggest that those of you who are dealing with this start doing that. It can be hard some days if you're having a really shit day to, you know, write that down. I've missed a couple days just because I just haven't been feeling it. But for the most part, I've been doing it every day, and it helps more than you would probably think. I myself personally also take medication, and I've noticed that when my eating disorder is really bad, I'm not taking my meds as well. I am bipolar and I take mood stabilizers, and those help immensely. I also take anti-anxiety medication and I take depression meds, and when I miss a dose, I can tell the day after, but if I miss several doses, then I'm in trouble. So taking your medication is essential in recovery. The better you feel, the more you'll be inspired to continue on your recovery journey or even to start recovery. Make sure you're eating enough. Don't overeat. Don't undereat. Start that gratitude list and do what I do and find those quotes, and if you need to turn to them at some point in the day, go grab that gratitude list book and take a look at everything you've written down and all the quotes that you've gathered and let them really sink in. Also, reach out to your friends and your family and those who you feel comfortable enough to talk about these things with, because support system is the biggest part for me. I have been open with my mom for a while about it, and she really, really helps me want to continue recovery, not only because I love her so much and don't want to die on her, but I just am so grateful that there are people that I can reach out to that want me to do better. Don't hide this disease anymore. You need support. I'm not in a program right now for recovery, but just utilizing all these things that I've been doing has helped me so much. I think that's it, really. You know, some people, their recovery is different from others, but this is just how I've been doing it. And I really hope that those of you who are out there, men and women who are out there that are struggling with this, please try some of these steps in getting better, because life can be so beautiful, and when you're stuck in this really shit cycle, you can lose hope and your depression can be so bad. And if you're able to, talking with a therapist can help so much, but you have to put in the work. I've only been in recovery for a little while now, but I've noticed such a change in myself, and those around me have noticed it too, and I've just kept an open communication with my support system, and it's really helped. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, you're welcome to message me. If you need any support, I'm here for it. I don't care if we're strangers or don't know each other well. I'm all ears. So have a good day, peoples, and I'll see you in the next video.